put into Portsmouth as well. Oh, frozen again. Yeah, and I don't know if this bug is Paradox or if this is Kaiserreich. That I have not tested. I think right now I'm just going to turn camera off. Stupid camera. Just continue. It's fine.
Taking aim. Come on.
You doing that either? I just realised that this feels like the invasion of the Soviet Union. Just such a patient defense. Giving up ground, but making them pay for it dearly. Whoa, okay, this is a lot of free stuff you're giving me. Thank you. I heartily approve. Meanwhile, Paris is still only guarded by 10. Unfortunately, my armoured units are pretty knackered by now. Cavalry leader is up to 47%, so we are getting there. Hobart seems to be getting experience pretty quickly now.
Ready to move.
Oh, Paget. Paget too. Right, and... well, no, I'm going to continue importing oil because I want to make sure that we have a little bit more in the bank. Even though I'm currently building a grand total of 2 factories. Which also suggests that nobody is buying stuff from me. We have a surplus of steel though. We have 109 steel left to export, no tungsten, a little bit of rubber, no aluminium, a little bit of oil. Typical. Right. I wanted to double check, because I did just finish construction thing, so yeah, okay, we do have more slots. I was gonna say, that would have sucked. More military factories, which we may well want to convert into non-military factories. Because we're definitely not going to have the civilian factories to buy all the goods that we need to make all of this stuff. But we can deal with that when we get to it.
Come on.
Meanwhile, Germany's researching more oily stuff. What I really want to know is how you're doing for manpower. Not really changing. Neither, unfortunately, is France. Oh, and we have enough to change orders again. We've already got air superiority, we've already got Hawker and Supermarine. We have those. Organizations, what we wanted from that. Screen, supply consumption, decryption, resistance growth. Kind of curious what the other ministers are, actually. Let's see if there's anything which is more useful for us. So at the moment we're getting resistance growth and stability. I do like the stability. Local resources and manpower could be better. Yeah, I think it will be. And then you've got construction speed, research speed, and factory output. Armor production cost, same. Tiny bit of political power. Oh, consumer goods. Yeah, we don't need that. Infrastructure, civilians, building speed. I love how we've got Keynesian economists working for the syndicalists. Fighter production cost. So we could try to get even more fighters going. I mean, that is tempting, because we do need a lot of fighters. Although 2% on top of the 40% reduction we're already getting isn't necessarily what we're after. James Maxton. I mean, the foreign minister's almost never anything interesting, really. Trade deal opinion factor, political power, decryption. Ooh, then again, Bevin is really tempting. Then Annie Kenny, with the crazy amounts of stability and war support. No, we still want you in power. And we do need to worry about the fact that we are getting a little bit low on manpower ourselves. Right, and we have actually 43. That's a new medium tank, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, we'll need to work on that. I was going to say, we have a bunch of army experience we should be spending on this. Which is true. But there are also other things I need to spend it on. Right, have my marines arrived?
Yes, sir.
No. It's decided to go on holiday. It's nice. Get your ass over to France.
All in.
You guys are part of the main invasion now, so you're gonna need some more attack skill. And then there are 6 in Paris. Come on! 7. East Asia has capitulated. Oh, they got some more tanks in. Please tell me I can penetrate their armor. I can penetrate the armor. It's fine. It's not a problem. France is doomed. I disagree. It's not in a good place. Ooh, oil supplies. But I would not say it's doomed. I'm not going to be building anything, am I? No, not really. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake converting away all of the civilian factories. I made a bit of a whoopsie, because it's going to put me behind now. And the attack on you has now definitely almost failed, probably.
Orders.
But we're going to keep on doing it to make sure that they can't get any entrenchment. Now, who knows? We may yet pick them off. It's unlikely, but we might.
Under fire. Balance.
The only place I actually want you attacking is here. Problem is I want you doing it with planning preparation.
Ready.
Which some of you do still have. 12 divisions. Backhand blow is done. No tactics. I suspect that one's supposed to be one of the better ones, seeing as it's right at the bottom. Tank breakthrough, organization, tanks and armor variant, recovery rate. I'll take that, thank you. Are the Spanish even helping us? Pfft, no. I'll be asking far too much of the AI. Spain's far too busy defending Spain right now. I mean, actually, to be fair, what I could probably do is say, I would like... how to do this.
Ready, sir.
Let's assign that one random Frenchman who's Marine who's not actually here yet. And then I want to say, defend this entire front. No, it doesn't actually work that way anymore. That's good. So I think I can just go to you and say, I would like... Nope, that's sending you expeditionaries. No, I cannot request expeditionaries from them. Alright, so we now have 800 more fighters available. I feel like we're making an impact now. Now I just need an airbase with lots of space for... another 800 aircraft, which we will send into northern France. Especially because you are apparently... Oh, we lost the airbase in World War. That's why. So you can be based out of here. And then you can be based out of here. And you... here. So we now have... That's not right. No, these are still deploying. Once they finish deploying, we will have a bunch more planes in northern France. Right now. And now northern France is heavily contested. 2,900 to their 4,500. And we are shooting down way more of their planes now. This is a lot better. We got an ace pilot too. Awesome. Even though we're not shooting down as many as their fighters, we are hitting both of these, which overall are probably actually more expensive. And we have air superiority. Boom! Fortunately, the attack on Paris are pretty much completely faltered.
Come on!
Come on, guys. Your job here is not yet done. Excavation 4 should allow me to... Nope, still need to import everything. Get more rubber, but I really don't think we need it. Don't need any of that. Don't need those. Still 43, don't need those. Tanks, that's what we need. We need the new mediums. Yes. Which DLC adds voice lines when selecting units? I think that's just base game. I think. How's Germany doing? Okay, so the manpower isn't going up very much anymore. Which I'm really hoping means they're almost at the end of their tether for manpower. Oh dear. We're being pierced by their units. That's not good. Well, actually it doesn't matter that much. Like, our thing here is that we have hardness rather than armor. Hence we're using so much mechanized. And the other thing is, how much mechanized do we actually have? We have 800. It does kind of look like we need to up the amount of AA and AT that we have again. So let's just do that real quick. Like that. And we are building factories, but it's super slow. The extent where I think we need to be building civilians. do it especially in the north. Because I'm also noting how low we are on oil. Why are we so low on oil? Navy is not continue. Oh, it's the Air Force. Yeah, that would do it. Do I have cores on Ireland? I don't think so. Damn it. Pretty sure they count as colony. Oh no, they are cores. Oh no, that's Ireland. No, we're just the occupier. Right, that's it. They're actually on the Reichspakt side. Well, I am hoping once we've taken Paris, fingers crossed, I can stop my armoured units doing offensives. And that'll save us a bunch of fuel. How much am I making from the refineries now? 5,200. Pilot.
Attention! Orders!
Push pretty hard down here now. Germany. I've now inflicted 1.9 million casualties. You're at 8.5. France is at 6.7. Batavia now looks like they're going to capitulate. Yeah, they're down to just Rotterdam and The Hague. I feel like the Dutch have held better than the French have, though.
Let them have it!
Cavalry, 49%.
Go, go, go!
Getting closer.
Ready!
Lucia's a level 4, so he's... don't know. No new skills, I don't think. Got really is promoting slowly.
Move out!
Hobart's getting quite nice experience.
Move out!
As is actually Paget, to be honest.
Let them have it!
Some Confel. Yeah, look how weak the French units are now, especially their armour. They just don't have the capacity to replace it. The battle for France just for Paris just continues to rage. I think our AA is shooting down a lot. They've done 48 damage to organization, 29 to strength. Enemy AA shot down 81 planes and prevented 150 damage. Alright, so yeah, AA is actually really good. I will definitely be bearing that in mind, because they can also help you with armor penetration against lighter vehicles like motorized. Just got mopped up by Romania. Country went into civil war, and I tried to help France against Italy. Yeah, with the smaller nations, you do need to be careful with civil wars, especially if that was vanilla. Some of these German units are definitely taking some damage. I'm not entirely sure why. The manpower continues to increase. Meanwhile, France's definitely doesn't. This fight for Paris is just brutal. Just keeps on going. Superiority here, 48%. Man, that's close. We've lost 500 planes. Sorry, 500 fighters. They've lost 300, but we've also destroyed a bunch of bombers and supports. Supports are close air support. Do we have a surplus again? No. Shortage, but not a big one. Actually, close air support seems to be increasing too. Or at least not going down to the same levels that it was. Does look like we're losing ground here in the north. I mean, we've been losing that ground for a while, so it's not the worst thing ever. It's gone from a very good bottle of wine to a very bad one. Ugh. Wine is fine, but beer is better.
Listen up.
That's my official stance.
Ready, sir.
I've only got 2 healthy units here, both Marines. The Marines usually aren't that beefed up. Flipping hell. Fuel's getting a little bit low. Guys! $78. 79, 80. Looks like they have a bunch of units on the way to reinforce, though. Yeah, they do. Oh, come on! 85. Yeah, here they come. I mean, at least we're not giving them the opportunity to reinforce or anything.
Let 'em have it.
Who's leading this battle? Hobart. What it might be. We're getting experience. How's that cavalry leader coming? 509. That seems to have slowed down again. What are we doing over here? Dijon just refuses to give up. It's like, no! We will hold. Right, how am I doing for SPGs as well? That's a good question. 500. We can definitely add another SPG to you. And remove some more motorized. Reduces your defense somewhat, but it massively boosts the soft attack. That's the soft attack that I want to have in place because I'm just trying to obliterate the German manpower pools. Although actually before I do that, yeah, you changed your template type again. Ah, come on! I will get my cavalry commander. Once I've got that, I can go crazy and get loads and loads of SPGs. But until that point... No! Oh, come on, we're back at 70%. I just can't do this. Heavy tanks again. And there go the Dutch, which means we're going to have a bunch of German troops descending upon us now.
Let's go.
So what I might actually do is send my Marines over to Britain again and just start messing around with them in the Low Countries. Just do naval invasions against Rotterdam every now and then. Keep them on their toes, you know. Make sure they know what's what.
All in.
Yes, we can. That's going to open up even more combat width. which is really good for us. Who got in? Oh, over you. Stop you. What's combat width weird? Because you're at 39. That makes sense. Fair enough. Right, you can be deployed in Sussex. Bish bash bosh. And where are you?
All in.
You can be added to the naval plan. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! 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 Oil! Oil! I'm just going to buy a bunch for a bit, just so I can build up my supplies again. Okay, we're gaining 16,000. That would have been bad. That would have been very, very bad. Dijon's still fighting. It's not given up yet. And they've got 10 divisions in freaking Paris again. Come on! Paris by this point has just got to be completely leveled. Oh, sank another 2 carriers. Apparently the High Seas fleet emerged again. So the Germans must be below 10 ships once more. 11! Close. Very close.
Listen up.
One of you seems to be missing. You.
Push in the back, sir.
Dude. I understand you're enjoying your time in France. I mean, it is a whale of a time right now. Pun intended for a Marine. But still, we need you in Britain for an invasion of the Dutch.
Move out.
Dutch land must fall. Short on infantry equipment. Interesting. Not that there's very much I can do about it right now, considering resource shortages. I also find it very interesting that suddenly my steel manufacturing has skyrocketed.